And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Satisfactory. Alright, look at all that fuel. Look at all the fuel. So, nobody in the comments let me know I derped on part of this setup here. My sulfuric acid setup was halfway there. I must have mathed it wrong, or I just didn't notice, but I needed 2 sets, so this is producing 240 sulfuric acid per minute. Okay, that's enough for 1/2 of our usage up there, and so we were not getting anywhere near our production of or processing of uranium because I wasn't sending up enough sulfuric acid, and so I had to sort of hack in a second setup here, the same 240. And the main issue is these buildings are so darn tall that they don't, you can't put them underneath here. I could not put one underneath, even though that ceiling is way up there, still wouldn't fit. So I sort of had to hack it in here. It's not very clean, but it is what it is. And now we've got a massive amount of processing going, which is excellent. Hopefully, see there's one right there. Maybe, possibly, it's enough. I could always, well, try. I could always add another one up there. I could bump up the production of sulfuric acid and then take the extra 80 that's being made up there and funnel that in to another setup and somehow make that work. But for now, I want to try to get all of these reactors up and running because I want to tear down our fuel setup and our coal setup in favor of nuclear power, because we have 20 gigawatts in just this right here. And as far as raw processing power goes, I mean, imagine all of those coal generators that we have running right now, and all of those things, all the fluid simulation, all of the belts, just the sheer amount of stuff that's over there. We can probably eke out a little bit of a better, server thing as we ramp up the factory. Haven't really gotten any suggestions as to goals, but it is what it is. I'm not worried about it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 tall. And that is at least, that's at least 1 away. That might work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go back a little ways. We'll end up, taking care of business. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, this is enough production for 70 reactors, so we want to, leave ourselves a little bit of space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, let's just line it up with this one. Roughly right there. Okay. Now that we have those set up, we can figure out where to do the water. Let's try. This pipe is basically in between these two. Yeah, there's no... Yeah, okay. So, water extractor. Yay, I can use a water extractor. So this can go there. It doesn't exactly line up, but I'm fine with that. Get over there. What? There we go. Do I have... I do. Sweet. So, because these need to be exactly 300 per minute. There are mods now that give you a water extractor with like a bunch of pipe outputs. But I'm not one to... Let's see, conveyor 2D. Vertical. That's what we've been working with. All right, so the output, I do believe, is on the bottom. Yes, indeed, it is. So that needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the input needs to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's really hard to see the perspective on this here, so just make sure those are lined up. All right, so first things first, let's get a splitter lined up right there. I need to... Well, let's see. First, let's do the return. Then we need a merger lined up with this guy. Then we can remove this and this. Think that was a Mark 6? I can't remember exactly. So that's the return. Let's see if we can get... It looked like a Mark 5 belt. Yeah, that was a Mark 5. Now, before I bring that over, let's try to get the next one up and running. Okay, so you are using 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because this will allow me to line these up and then cut out this seam in the middle before I ever deliver anything over here. Okay, Mark 5. So the top goes over there. The bottom comes back this way. So you go in this way. You go in this way. And I will cut these off right there. Because then I can, you know, if I add another reactor and just keep on going, I can just have no seams on the belts, which is what I'm going for. So you and you and you need to be powered. So this guy is at 300. Now we need this guy over here. And you are more or less in the middle of this. So I should be able to spin you around. shard at 300. Okay. And with that, that was fast. It says no power. It says no power. Okay, so let's move that over. Oh, see, there's a seam right there. I don't like that at all. And now, oh yeah, look at that bump. 18.2, 23.2. That's another 5 gigawatts that we just put online right there. Impressive. Because when we start removing power, I mean, we're using like 10, 11 gigawatts right now of power. So we're using 2 of these reactors worth. I need 2 of these, you know, I need a lot of these reactors to be ready and able to perform right away. And I got some mixed messages on, you know, what sort of reprocessing or nuclear waste solutions we should go for. I mean, yes, it would be nice just to avoid it. That mod is out there. I got at least one person that's interested in the PureX. So, you know, I'm always looking for things to do in a series as we, you know, max out our tech and production. It's always nice to have, you know, something new to try. Now there is another power option. I don't think I have it unlocked. It's the refined power, which adds, you know, the turbines and all the things. The refined power mod adds like an arc reactor that produces something like 5 gigawatts. So I'm kind of interested in that. I mean, that element 65 that we've been finding little bits and pieces on all over the place, that's what uses that. Alright, so logistics, Mark 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get all 4 of these online at the same time. It'll be epic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so should be relatively easy to put in the splitters and the mergers. Let's do the splitters first. This is not as close as it was over there. It should be relatively straightforward though. I don't know why my head was tilted up there, but not like I can see more if I tilt my head up. Alright, now we need the mergers. Going back. Of course, it's just... they don't make it easy. Alright. It'd be nice if it, you know, the game detected that those two are at the same level and it gave me the blue line of alignment. That would be a very handy feature. Alright, now we basically have to remove all of these belts. go. Let's get some Mark 5s. So the tops go across, you come back. Tops across, you come back. All right. Power and water obviously are needed. So let's see if I can squeeze water in right here. Again, you're pretty much lined up right with the middle. Now this one, it's kind of derpy over there, but let's see if we have better luck on this side. We do! Yay! So right about there. Okay. This one is the one in between. There's really no elegant way to do this. Ah! So hard to gauge. Okay. And then lastly, I think somebody did a mod that it's almost like a water drill. It's like a, you know, a water maker that you can just put anywhere, but it produces, you know, not very much water. Would be nice to have something like that. All right, you overclocked. I think it was 125% was the 300 level. Okay. Oh, can I reach? Oh. What? No. 125%. Please. Okay, so power-wise, in between these two, right there. Let's see if we can put one right there and connect these together. Yay. All right, so you to there, to there, there, to there. Okay. Now, where's a good spot to connect all of these up together here? Ooh, there's... You've got a line left. Can you reach? You can! Alright, there's all of our water getting sent this way. Excellent, there's the water. Now let's move in the fuel. I don't know. Looks like the fuel is backed up to about right there. Which is glorious. How much fuel? See, these stack to 50, so there's 50 fuel in there. How much waste have we generated thus far? Not bad. All right, so now I need To you. To you. And the fuel is commencing. Oh, this is gonna be another 10 gigawatts. So capacity 23, 21, 28, and there's 33. Beautiful. That's a lot of power. It's going to take a while to get those backed up. And we have, you know, ample storage. So while we're away from this area, we'll be able to, you know, not have to worry about overburdening the system at all. But there's 20 gigawatts of power in a nice little compact and efficient design. I mean, I know you could probably pack it in a little tighter, but when it comes to this stuff, I want to, you know, as much space as possible. And here comes an autosave. So now I can tear apart the coal setup and all of that, which is good. So can I just teleport out there? Do I want to drop anything over here first? I mean, I don't anticipate needing those or those. I don't have any batteries on me. Motors. Because I want my inventory as empty as possible. Because when I start deconstructing all that stuff, it's going to be a lot of stuff. We're going to have a lot of stuff on us. And I want to minimize that. I do have some heavy frames. Yeah, our heavy frames back at the base. This giant storage here, it's filled up. That's glorious. Concrete, I don't really have anything I can do with that, but I mean, we could. Let's sort you. Drop you. As empty as possible. No, I don't want those back. Give me those. Okay, so now some miscellaneous things. You, and some steel. Just some of the bare minimums on me here. If I need something, I can usually find it relatively easily. But as I start tearing stuff down, it's gonna fill my inventory up pretty fast. But first I gotta go turn the coal off so it can drain it out. Which is gonna be important. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.